On the morning of December 6, 1917, the harbor of Halifax, Nova Scotia, stirred awake under a pale winter sun. It was wartime. World War I raged across the Atlantic, and Halifax had become one of the most important naval ports in North America, a gateway where ships gathered before crossing into dangerous waters. At 8:45 a.m., two vessels entered the narrow harbor channel. One was the SS Imo, a Norwegian relief ship departing for Europe. The other was the SS Mont Blanc, a French cargo ship arriving from New York, quiet, unassuming, and carrying a deadly secret deep in its hold. The Mont Blanc was loaded with over 2,600 tons of high explosives, picric acid, TNT, gun cotton, and barrels of benzol stacked on its deck. She flew no warning flags. Few in the harbor knew that she was, quite literally, a floating bomb. As the ships maneuvered through the tight channel, confusion set in. Signals were misread, courses misunderstood, and in a matter of seconds the two vessels collided. The impact itself was not catastrophic, but sparks flew. Barrels of benzol ruptured and spilled onto the deck of the Mont Blanc. Within moments, fire erupted. Flames raced across the ship, feeding on the volatile fuel. The crew of the Mont Blanc knew the truth instantly. Their ship was doomed. They abandoned her, rowing frantically toward shore, shouting warnings that were lost in the chaos. On the waterfront, crowds gathered, drawn by the towering fireball drifting slowly toward the city. Children pressed their faces to windows. Workers paused in factories. Families stood watching from their homes, unaware they were staring at the final seconds of their world. At 9:04:35 a.m., the Mont Blanc detonated. The explosion was almost unimaginable. A blinding flash filled the harbor. A shockwave tore outward faster than sound, flattening everything in its path. Buildings collapsed instantly. Steel beams bent. Railway tracks twisted like ribbon. The blast generated a massive pressure wave that ripped through Halifax, destroying more than 1,600 buildings in seconds. Windows shattered up to 100 kilometers away. The sound of the explosion was heard as far as Prince Edward Island. A towering mushroom cloud rose into the sky, white, gray, and black, followed by a tsunami as harbor waters surged back toward the devastated shore. Entire neighborhoods vanished. Nearly 2,000 people were killed. More than 9,000 were injured. Thousands were left homeless in the freezing winter, surrounded by ruins and silence where a living city had stood just moments before. Fires broke out across Halifax. Hospitals